I was only 12 years old when my own father, a man respected by our entire town, started touching me in ways no daughter should ever be touched in this life. But the worst wasn't that. It was when I was 16 and saw him approaching the small bedroom where my little 7-year-old sister slept. That's when I decided he needed to die to end that hell on earth. It wasn't a decision made in the heat of the moment. It was something cold that ran down my spine like ice water, giving me a certainty that never left me. For weeks I watched him, studied his routines. Every Sunday he went hiking alone in the woods, carrying his old metal flask filled with bitter black coffee. He thought no one knew about the little glass bottle hidden in his jacket pocket, the one he drank from when he thought he was alone. Whiskey. Just enough to make him careless. One evening while he was asleep, I slipped into his study and searched through his books. He had a dusty old field guide on poisonous plants, filled with notes in his messy handwriting. That's when I found it. A page torn at the corner, describing a mushroom that grew near the riverbank. Asterisk deadly if ingested. Symptoms delayed by 12 to 24 hours. Asterisk the next Sunday I followed him. He stopped by his usual spot, a fallen log near the water, and took out his flask. I waited, my breath shallow, until he turned away to refill it from the stream. That was my chance. My fingers trembled as I crushed the mushrooms into his coffee, stirring them with a twig until they dissolved. Then I vanished into the trees before he could turn around. 2 days later, he collapsed in the kitchen, clutching his stomach. His face turned gray, sweat pouring down his forehead as he gasped for air. The doctors called it acute liver failure. No one suspected a thing. At his funeral, people cried, calling him a good man, a loving father. I stood there in my black dress, holding my sister's hand, feeling nothing but the weight of silence. That night, for the first time in years, she slept without crying. And for the first time in my life, I felt free.